Yesterday I removed all the material from the eaves to reveal the structure. I'm going to hang on to directly the structure as most as possible. I want to thank you for all your support again. Got 1,000 subscribers, but this is not what counts more for me. What counts for me is your support, is you making comments, giving me advices, and sharing with me what is your story, what your experience, and this is what counts for me. But anyways, thank you for all of you subscribing to my channel. Next part, I cut post. I did bought the 12 feet post because this is what was available for $2 more than the 10 feet. So I cut a piece of the length. This is the remaining length. I put that post here and there, make some markings on the position of the post. I made these supports this morning. This is a 2.5 iron angle, 1/4 inch. I did 9/16 of an inch holes on this side because I'm going to use rods of a 1/2 inch in the concrete. On the other side I put just over 3/8 because I'm going to use lag bolts. Could be 3/8. It doesn't really matter to have it bigger because there will be weight of the post supporting it, and it's going to work this way. I'm going to use both. I'm going to use 2 supports by post. On the corners, I might just use them as a corner, and on the edge, like this one, I might just use it like this on each side. Why using 2? I'm not in a hurricane area there. We don't have much winds, but I'm going to move here and there with the tractor. You never know when you're gonna hit a post or something like this. You don't want the roof to fall on your head because the post was not supported. Other than that, I'm most likely going to stack the wood there in fall, make some kind of wall in winter time to avoid the snow to come in, and they will be readily available and ready to dry. So that's why I want to have those posts to be strong as possible. So these are 6x6, by the way. First thing is to make the holes in the concrete. Okay, I don't want the bracket to move, so I lay down a piece of wood which will stand on the bracket, and I put that to make sure that when I put my weight on this, it will be distributed over there and there, and the closer I'll be with my feet, the better the pressure will be on this, and hopefully it doesn't move while I'm drilling. Okay, I get this fast curing anchor adhesive. Why chemical anchoring? It's because if you put mechanical anchor there and then water goes in,
then as soon as it freezes, it will break the concrete. So I have to fill up this hole with chemicals. That seems like a epoxy or something like that. As you can see, there's 2 tubes inside. I will push only one and it will mix together with, I don't know if you can see this, there's some kind of a mixing pattern in this, so they will mix there, and this is it. So it says bend, cut, screw in, and put that in this one. I don't know how much I have to put in. As you can see, they mix in. Okay, for sure I've got enough on this one. Yeah. That's perfect. The chemical came in just there, as you can see. Okay, seems good. Whoops, there seemed to be some concrete powder there. Yep. I've drawn a line so I can make sure that I have the proper alignment. It's bouncing because of the air bubble there. Okay. Okay, like this. I'll let this set. It should be setting at, well, likely at 50 Fahrenheit. 10 minutes before it gels and 85 minutes before it cures. Yep. Okay, the anchors are all ready. Now I'm going to start cutting the post. Okay, this is what I need to do. Is a notch there is almost 3. The notch here is just under 9.5 to match a 2x10, and the width is about the width I can achieve with this. So to say there will be 2x10 sitting in there, and the other are going to be behind this, so there's proper seating, and I still have some strength at the top. And I'm no expert of the
of the radial saw. I'm no good at that.
This is where I am so far.
I'm going to cut a notch on this board, or those boards. There will be 45-ish boards like this to make the whole roof on this side and this side. And the notch is to match the ridge or header, whatever the name you give it. And it's going to lay flat on the top, even if there's an angle. And because I'm a little bit lazy, I did make a jig for this. So from 24 inches, that's the span over which the header, the roof will extend. Or let's say this is also the same span over the edge of the concrete slab. So most likely the water will drop far away from the slab and not splash too much on the slab, especially in winter when there's some freezing rain, where you get some water freezing on your slab and then you slip on it. So 24 inches from the 24 inches from the beginning of the board. This is a square. I put also a piece of a small tiny iron angle on it, put some clamps, and this opening is what I have to remove from the board, and the 24 inches is going to match at this point. So that's the mark here. I'm going to align this, mark it. So So I have the line there. I have this saw that is set with a wood blade. And there's a small piece that is remaining there. Ta-da!
I got the perfect board for roofing. I show you that. So if it seems to be bow like this, that's it. And ons being put on this side with some weight at the center, then you get the flat board. That's how you get a perfectly flat roof with both boards.